The world is watching, captivated by breathtaking rocket launches and promises of a new era of space exploration. The media calls it the new space race, framing it as a friendly competition between the US and China to return to the moon. They show you inspiring images of astronauts and talk about scientific discovery, but they are lying to you. Welcome to Tech Briefed, where we expose the hard truth behind the headlines. While you are being shown images of peaceful exploration, something else is happening in the permanent shadows of the lunar craters. Something secret. According to intelligence sources and leaked strategic documents, China's lunar program is not about science. It is a covert military operation with a single terrifying goal: to build a permanent strategic outpost on the moon. This isn't a research station. It's a military-controlled high ground, a toll booth in space from which they can monitor, control, and potentially dominate all near-Earth activity. The race to the moon isn't about planting a flag for national pride. It's a race to build a fortress that holds the entire planet hostage. And in this video, we will reveal the evidence behind China's secret plan and explain why it is destined to trigger the next global conflict.
To understand the scale of this deception, you must compare what China says with what it does. Publicly, Beijing speaks the language of peace and cooperation. They talk of a shared future for all mankind, and release polished videos of their Chang missions collecting soil samples for scientific study. Their state media portrays their space program as a gentle giant, focused on unlocking the mysteries of the universe for the benefit of everyone. But the facts on the ground, or rather, on the moon, tell a very different story. Their entire space program is run by the People's Liberation Army. The landing sites they have chosen are not areas of scientific curiosity, but strategic polar regions, like the Shackleton crater, which are known to hold vast deposits of water ice, a critical resource for fuel and life support. And most telling of all is the extreme secrecy surrounding their lunar infrastructure plans. While NASA operates with a degree of public transparency, China's plans are treated as a state secret of the highest level. So what is China really looking for on the moon? The answer isn't rocks. It's absolute power. The first objective of this secret moon base is to seize the ultimate military high ground, Cislunar space. This is the term for the vast strategic area between the Earth and the Moon. Whoever controls this domain, controls the vital arteries of the 21st century. Every single satellite that powers our modern world, for GPS navigation, for global communications, for financial transactions, and most importantly, for military surveillance, flies through this space. A permanent base on the Moon acts as an unsinkable aircraft carrier in this new ocean. From this untouchable position, China could launch anti-satellite weapons, conduct surveillance on the entire globe without restriction, and even jam or hijack enemy satellite signals at will. It would give him a permanent, unchallengeable advantage in any future Earth-based conflict. They could blind their enemies and protect their own assets with impunity. But controlling the satellites that orbit our planet is just the beginning. The real prize is something far more valuable, something that could power the world for the next 1,000 years. The second, and perhaps more critical, objective of China's lunar gambit is economic dominance. The moon is not a dead rock, it is a treasure chest of resources that are incredibly rare on Earth. The most significant of these is helium-3. This stable isotope, deposited on the lunar surface by solar winds over billions of years, is the perfect fuel for clean, safe nuclear fusion, the holy grail of energy production. establishing a permanent mining and processing facility, China aims to corner the market on the future of energy. It would be the 21st century equivalent of one nation seizing control of all the world's oil reserves in 1950. This move alone would give Beijing unprecedented leverage over every other country on the planet. Add to this vast quantities of other rare earth minerals, essential for manufacturing everything from smartphones to fighter jets, and the picture becomes clear. This isn't just a military outpost, it's a strategic mining claim for the entire future of the global economy. So what does this secret base actually look like? Based on analysis from independent space researchers and whispers from intelligence circles, it's far more than just a habitat for a few astronauts. The leaked, conceptual blueprints point to a sprawling, modular facility located deep within a permanently shadowed crater at the lunar South Pole. This location is a stroke of strategic genius. The permanent darkness provides protection from extreme temperatures and solar radiation, while the crater's rim offers near continuous sunlight for solar power. Most importantly, the floor of the crater contains billions of tons of frozen water ice, the key to life support and rocket fuel production. The base itself is designed for industrial-scale operations. It includes powerful deep space radar arrays, laser communication systems capable of transmitting encrypted data back to Earth, and a fleet of autonomous robotic vehicles for mining and construction. Its most advanced feature is a robotic 3D printing facility, designed to use lunar soil, or regolith, to build more structures, effectively allowing the base to expand and repair itself without relying on supplies from Earth. Our base, no matter how advanced, is useless without a supply line. And China is methodically building that supply line right now, hiding it in plain sight. They call it the International Lunar Research Station, but in reality, it's a Space Silk Road, a complex logistical network designed to ensure the permanent occupation of the Moon. This network consists of a new generation of super heavy lift rockets, like the Long March 9, capable of carrying massive payloads. It includes a series of orbiting space stations and fuel depots that act as waypoints. And it's all tied together by a dedicated constellation of communication satellites, Gatekeeper, that provides an uninterrupted link between Earth and the far side of the Moon. This creates a powerful and resilient supply chain that makes their lunar presence effectively permanent. It also presents a strategic challenge to the world. Any attempt to disrupt this network or challenge their presence on the Moon would be seen as an act of war, forcing other nations to accept China's lunar dominance as a fait accompli. Faced with this emerging reality, how is the United States responding? Their reaction is a frantic and expensive scramble to catch up. NASA's Artemis program, while publicly framed as a mission for science and discovery, is, in reality, a desperate military and diplomatic countermove. Its primary goal is to land American astronauts at the lunar South Pole before China can fully establish and fortify its base. The Artemis Accords, a set of principles for space exploration, are a clear diplomatic effort to build a coalition of the willing, a democratic alliance to counter China's unilateral ambitions. And the United States Space Force, once the subject of jokes, is now on the front line of this new Cold War, developing capabilities to monitor and defend American assets in Cislunar space. But the fundamental difference in approach is stark. While the US tries to coordinate a complex and often slow-moving coalition of international partners and private companies like SpaceX, China moves forward with the single-minded speed and focus of a state-driven, military-industrial machine. The question is no longer who has the better plan, but who is executing faster.
So the next time you look up at the moon, remember what you are really seeing. You are not just seeing a beautiful, desolate landscape. You are seeing the next great battlefield. The breathtaking rocket launches and inspiring stories of exploration are a carefully crafted distraction from a covert power grab of planetary proportions. The silent, shadowy craters are the front lines of a new global conflict, a secret war for the future of Earth, being fought with blueprints, robots, and rockets. The outcome of this race will define the 21st century. If you believe that understanding the real forces shaping our future, beyond the headlines, is essential, then you have come to the right place. Here at Tech Briefed, we expose the truth behind these complex global events every week. To ensure you are never left in the dark, subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. You won't just be watching another video, you'll be arming yourself with knowledge.